welcome back to the circus. Okay, this is gonna be a little extra video that I'm gonna throw in today. I wasn't planning on doing this. However, I woke up today and I was getting a lot of Facebook memory notifications, and they all had to do with the event that happened this day 2 years ago, which I can't believe it's been 2 years, but it is in fact, as you click this video, you will know Bye Sister by Tati Westbrook, which we all know what this was. Tati Westbrook uploaded one of the biggest exposed videos in YouTube history, probably the biggest, called Bye Sister against James Charles, in which she publicly denounced him and called him out for all of his behavior, and he basically lost millions of subscribers. Jeffree Star came out with the video against him. Jeffree Star came for James and his brother on Twitter. Shane Dawson got involved, and we're still talking about it 2 years later because we're getting developments on it and different angles every single day. And Tati has been, you know, publicly vindicated and publicly shamed because of this video many times. But now we're seeing 2 years later, she's in the hot seat again with people supporting her and saying that she was in the right for this video and, you know, she was ahead of her time. And so what we're going to be doing is I got a notification for this. Now, it is from Adam McIntyre, the 11th of May, 2019. The truth about James Charles, Tati, Sister Squad, racism, tour. Now, it is a video from me, and I want to show you what the thumbnail is here to show you that this is actually a video that I made. This was the thumbnail, again, a little bit ahead of my time with using, you know, that picture of James, and we have the Sister Squad here, Tati and James. We have a tweet from James, they're losing subscribers. Another tweet where he says, my Laura, I was about to say Laurel. You know the Yanni and Laurel? I don't know why that popped in my head. The legal team will be involved. And that was a video that I made 2 years ago. Now, I didn't realize that I had made a drama video that long ago. What I do remember, though, is around that time I made a video. I don't think it's on my channel anymore, but I basically recreated James's first apology video, and I dressed up like him, and I made fun of him. Some would say I was ahead of my time. But let's just basically watch this video and compare. I haven't watched this since I posted it 2 years ago. Let's see if things have changed, if my opinion has changed, and I just really want to see, from this being my job now, where I talk about especially this situation, look back on when it wasn't my job and me, you know, talking about it. Maybe was I unbiased? Was I biased? Like, I'm interested to know. So we're just gonna get into this, and you probably haven't seen this because it only has 6,000 views, so let's give it a new rebirth and let's watch this here. I see a very interesting starting. Let's just get into it. Wow, a lot.
James. So today we're going to be talking about the one and only James Charles. You know, the James Charles, you know, that's James Charles.
I put his tweets up in the tweet says, this is me calling him out from the start. I was a bit shady.
You know, the James Charles, you know, that's James Charles.
It says, wow, I really wanted a cute yellow Minion sweatshirt for $10, but no, they didn't have my size, stupid Indian man on the boardwalk. That is a tweet from James that I put up.
Or this James Charles.
I can't believe we're going to Africa today. Oh my god, what if we get Ebola? James, we're fine. We could have gotten it at Chipotle.
That's all we're talking about. So we all know the YouTuber Tati Westbrook.
We do.
Now she is Halo Beauty, which is a rival of Sugar Bear Hair.
This is going to help you to...
It's weird hearing me explain the things. Like, we know it.
Everything that you
She's gorgeous.
The only difference is Tati's ones are healthy and good for you, whereas Sugar Bear Hair are mostly sugar and, as the name gives, and toxic for your body.
That is not true. They could have sued me for that. That is 100% biased, and I think, am I that dumb that I was like, Sugar Bear Hair? They have a lot of sugar. That was a stupid analogy.
Don't get into that. Allegedly. So I'm starting off by saying Tati is probably, with Jeffree, my favorite beauty influencer out there. I don't watch...
You know what's good? What's really good, me saying that, is look what someone sent to my P.O. box. Look! One of y'all fuckers sent the Jeffree Star Shane Dawson Murs to my P.O. box. I don't know who it was, you didn't address it, Which is obviously great because Adam 2 years ago, you know, his favorite beauty gurus were Tati and Jeffree. And my favorite thing about this is, I remember the reason I said that. My cousin Grania is a makeup artist and very professional, obviously, and she has all of her palettes. And I don't mean to throw her under the bus, but she has all the Jeffree Star ones. And I remember back in this stage, this was during my like Colleen stage of that was my favorite YouTuber, Jenna Marbles. And I remember I didn't watch any beauty gurus, but whenever this drama happened, I remember I saw all these drama channels talking about their favorite beauty gurus because it added context. And so I asked my cousin Grania, and she said that Jeffree was her favorite, so I came on and said Jeffree was mine. You know what though? Period, as you should, Adam. Ahead of my time, ahead of my time.
One of them, but I also don't like the community of it, and it's all very toxic. But I think Tati is one of the nicest ones, and she'll always speak her mind, but is very respectful. So the fact that she has come out against James Charles shows how bad he must be, because Tati is such a saint when it comes to anything. So this is bad.
That's a bit biased.
A lot of drama with James Charles in the past 24 hours, and I'm filming this immediately as I wake up. That's why, you know, you're getting whatever this is, but I'm ready to finally put my opinion out there about a YouTuber that has such a...
By the way, if you're hearing noises, the cats are going absolutely batshit crazy at a bunch of packaging I have on the floor. Let me actually pick that up. You know what? I don't want y'all doing that. Sorry for party rocking. Yeah, thank you. Sorry, just in case that noise was annoying you.
Because I'm over it. Okay, so the main tea...
I'm over it. I'm over it. 2 years later, it's your fucking job, Adam.
Put a Sugar Bear Hair hashtag ad on his Instagram story.
Okay.
Considering he's one of Tati's best friends at this stage, and she is a complete rival to Sugar Bear Hair, and now her friend is promoting this, like, just take a look at this.
I also want to give a quick shout out to Sugar Bear Hair. I met their team weekend 1 at Coachella, and they really helped me and my friends out with sister security because it was crazy. You guys probably already know about their iconic hair vitamins, but they just came out with brand new vegan sleep vitamins, and first of all, they taste so bomb, but most importantly...
How shady is it him promoting sleeping tablets to his audience when he hasn't even tried it?
Thinking, which is not fun or fresh. So I've been taking for a bit, and they've been really helping. So if you guys want to check them out, you can swipe up.
Swipe up.
So James was basically implying that he was only doing the Sugar Bear Hair because they gave him security at Coachella. First of all, no company, as Tati said in her 45-minute long video, no company is just waiting around. They're not just waiting around hoping an influencer has no
2 years later, that's not the truth, Adam, because the companies are...
security. First of all, who doesn't bring... We'll not get into that. They're not just hoping someone doesn't bring security so that they can get a hashtag ad out of it. This was obviously, in my opinion, planned. And even the fact that James put the hashtag ad on his story not even less than a week after Coachella shows that he didn't even use the product, first of all, because you're meant to use it over a couple months. A month at minimum. Shows that he just exploited his audience again for...
I just said that!
...hours here. It's f***ing there. This is the first instance of James exploiting his audience we're gonna see in this video. And this is where I draw a line with it, because whenever you have someone on that pedestal whose audience is mostly 12 to 14-year-olds, and you're exploiting them for that amount, you're putting basically sleeping tablets and different hair
This is a good point.
And stuff like that onto them as hashtag ad, for you to gain from it. Bring your own security, James. Whenever your audience is that young and so impressionable and you're going to take advantage of that for your own greed, that's just every single vibe that I get off James Charles.
I'm ahead of my time.
Like the fakest person on this platform, the money hungriest person on this platform, and will exploit anyone and anything just for... Okay, so James promoting Sugar Bear Hair. First of all, I'm going to give you some tea on Sugar Bear Hair. So the website Hair Queenie put up a good article about it, and I'm going to read some points from it, and that'll be linked in the
I used to do research.
Are Sugar Bear pills effective for quick hair growth? Based on our reading a paper from Google, the answer is almost 100% no. So the one thing that it promises...
This is the same logic for fucking Halo Beauty, though.
It doesn't even do. And allegedly, this website says, and in fact too, much of Sugar Bear Hair gummies might accelerate hair loss. It's a well-rounded supplement, but the way it adds tons of sugar and artificial coloring...
Who cares, Adam?
...contain A, C, and D, etc., the vitamins. But the ingredients that actually make the gummy are so toxic that it doesn't matter about the supplement. And again, because it's a supplement, they're not regulated heavily by HSA or FDA. So...
Do I know what I'm talking about here?
So this was what James was promoting for a few security guards at Coachella. Oh my god, the way these YouTubers hype up Coachella, it's like, can you get a grip? And Jesus Christ, it's 3 days out of the year.
That's true.
Oh my, how sad must their lives be? Honestly, and that's coming from me. You have to look forward to something that you'll complain about in your vlog so much. Oh my god. Get a grip. I want to see your fucking ass out in Coachella, James. So basically, Tati uploaded a video called Bye Sisters. First of all, Tati, we love you with that title. And it was like a 40-minute long video.
This is so biased. This is so pro. Well, 2 years later, I still am. But I mean, like, back then, Jesus. Because she was my favorite.
Hold back, she did not hold back. And my favorite thing about Tati is the fact that she doesn't go on here like a normal...
I'm like, my favorite thing about Tati, before this, I can tell you now, when I filmed this video, 2 days before this, I did not know who the fuck Tati Westbrook was. And probably neither did you. I'm like, she's my favorite.
Like, them, that, and you, and, you know, she doesn't do that.
I used to censor herself.
Sits calmly, and dragged everyone, from James's mom, James, everyone. Now I'm gonna let these clips play, and these are from Tati's video, remember, which will be linked in the description below. But
I gave her promo.
That James very over-sexualizes everything, and you would know this if you watch his channel. It's very cringe and uncomfortable to watch. I would say, coming from me, I don't know what maybe a girl audience would find, or maybe just the rest of a guy audience would find.
What does that mean, a girl audience? Adam, I feel like we should cancel me for saying that. That was kind of an ignorant comment. The rest of I did correct myself by saying, or the rest of the guy audience, but like, what difference?
Watching that, I find it particularly very uncomfortable, and that's why I personally unsubscribed to James, because I got creeped out. But everything is very over-sexualized, and even a random person will be sexualized by him. And it is so weird to the fact where it's included in all his videos, and just, it's weird. And Tati addressed that in her video, claiming that he does that normally as well, not just his videos. It's not just an act. That's literally him. Take a look at these clips from Tati's video.
12 to 14-year-olds, like...
I hope I included the sucking cock and balls.
He is role modeling to them his behavior. His behavior online
this
is what
video?
they are seeing and what they're emulating as how they should behave to be successful and adored.
She was so calm and collected.
Everything's over-sexualized. That's the huge underlayer to this all.
Her eyeshadow looks so good.
Have had
enough.
a situation that happened in Seattle at my birthday, and it literally made me want to vomit. Oh my God, you tried to trick a straight man into thinking he's gay yet again, and somehow you're the victim. You know, it's really disgusting to manipulate someone's sexuality, especially when they are still, you know, emerging into adulthood.
Tati's video is really like your mother giving off to you, right?
And don't quite have everything figured out. You are using your fame, your power, your money to play with people's emotions. You're threatening to ruin them. You're threatening to embarrass them. And you're doing that to...
This is what he does to this day, allegedly.
In your favor, even if they're straight. And you know what? That's not okay. It's not someone else's to play with. It's not someone else's to mess with. And how dare you laugh about it and make meme after meme and retweet and this and that. And I love straight boys. I love straight boys, and make it a joke. Because this behavior is not normal, it's not okay. Cracking someone's sexuality is not an escape room. This is shit that will follow them for the rest of their lives. And you need someone to tell you to stop it. And that's exactly what I did in your kitchen in front of Gabriel Zamora. You were talking in detail about things you wanted to do to the waiter. And when I said, James, he's straight. Your response was, doesn't matter, I'm a celebrity.
Oh, I'm famous.
So freaking...
Why am I trying to, like, why am I trying to, like, say it word for word? Let's not, let's just listen.
You said that in front of my family, in front of my childhood friends. I had to call every one of them up the next morning and apologize on your behalf because it was so uncomfortable. James Charles's parents left my home. You know, Christy, you grabbed my hand and you said, you know, thank you for looking out for my boys. Like, keep looking out for them. I have. And like, I'm handing that back to you. You need to not be on Instagram liking comments and sharing with people that you're disappointed that I'm upset. You need to be not on Instagram. You need to be here in LA because your boys need you.
No, James,
that was such a bitch move to do from Tati, but was such a power move. And I don't mean bitch as a derogatory. I mean like bitch move. Like, that was such a one-up. Like, James's mom was liking shady tweets about Tati, and she was like, stop doing that and come actually be a parent. Controversial to do that, but I mean,
I don't even know if we can call it that at this point. Basically, it was like 8 minutes of bullshit, fake crying, and the fake crying is now a meme on the internet because it was that bad, so here you go.
Mom, I need you to know that you were the most important person in my life.
He looks like someone from Mike Wazowski's Monsters Inc. Who am I thinking of? Is it the librarian?
No, let's get on the page. So basically, I'm going to condense this way down because I do not give a single James DM'd a hot guy on Instagram. He responded as a friend because James is a celebrity. James then proceeded to allegedly take advantage of this guy. This guy was figuring out his sexuality and James pushed him to the point of trying to emotionally abuse him, allegedly. Take a look at these clips.
I receive a DM from this person. I proceeded to respond as a friend, like anyone would do, especially to someone who has so much influence in this world today, you could say. James then saw this as an opportunity to manipulate me as a person who may or may not have been trying to figure things out about their sexuality after the fact of telling him that I was straight.
We're seeing the same story over and over and over again with new people allegedly.
Disregarding the fact that I told him I was straight, 99.9, maybe even 100% of the time, goes after heterosexual men. I told James I wasn't interested in any of that. He had to shoot a video in New York City for a bit, so then he saw this as a perfect opportunity to hang out, even though I told him I was busy. He then proceeded to get mad at me for not clearing my schedule to meet up, hang out, get food, chill, whatever, talk. He went off on social media, first of all, he blocked me on everything. Went off on social media, and this is the first time that I was, I guess, subtweeted about.
I have matured and grown up way faster than anybody else.
Not Nikita.
I have very similar
Taste.
and guys too.
Hot.
Masculine.
Straight. We just wobble.
God, thank you to Dragon. It's the worst.
We can't have.
So I ended up going to Coachella, right? Because I thought it was going to be a good time. And it was. It was an awesome weekend. Hung out with all of them. It was a blast. There were some points where I was not sure how I was feeling, even though I was telling him the whole time I wasn't into, I guess you could say, experimenting at that time. Proceeded to get extremely upset with me because of that. Push his emotions onto me to kind of guilt me into trying something.
No, it's been said by here, there, and everywhere on the internet, even by James and James's friends about James, that he only goes after straight men, and it's so uncomfortable to watch. Even he'll do tweets and stuff, and he'll take the Ariana Grande song with "Break Up With Your Girlfriend on Board," and he'll really serious it and do a video, and he won't break a smile, and he'll be showing his ass, not it's so uncomfortable to watch.
You know what? I'm making several points here. Always
talking videos like that one with Nikita I just showed you where he's proud of it, and oh my god, that's so cringe. And it's so dangerous as well because that really fucks with people, and he's just using his money and wealth. I'm gonna read this tweet now by a guy named Anthony Amarim. Basically he tweeted, "When I met James Charles 2 years ago in a hotel room at Playlist Live, he was not only rude as but he was visibly trying to get one of his intoxicated straight friends to cuddle with him to the point where they had to say, 'James, fucking stop. Nothing has changed.'" Now, I'm not going to comment on that because it was just a tweet. I'm just reading it out for you. It's on the internet. But you know what I mean. Everyone's stories are matching up about it. I'm also going to read you this. Throwback to when James Charles catfished the entire soccer team in high school pretending to be a girl so that he would get dick pics. So glad he's still predatory. I'm not going to comment on that either.
That story has came up again in 2021.
And then someone on Facebook wrote, "Everyone that went to the high school that James Charles went to, which was 15 minutes from my high school, is roasting the fuck out of him on Twitter." So it's getting spread around by all the
that
people
has
in high
resurfaced
school,
again.
which would make you think that everyone knows what happened. No, I'm not going to comment on that, but...
Okay, protecting yourself legally.
I'm currently editing this video, but something just happened. Zara Larson quoted the tweet of Tadu Westbrook, and she basically said, "I'm cackling because he hit up my boyfriend in the DM several times, knowing damn well he's straight." Celebrities...
Remember when celebrities started getting involved 2 years ago? That's how big this story
Zara
was.
Larson is a full-ass celebrity coming at him now. Sorry, I just want to add that in, just for adding to it, so... enjoy. Now, the final thing I'm going to talk about is the Sisters tour. Now, first of all, I was going to make a video just about this because it frustrated me so much as just clear exploitation of your young audience, but we may as well include it here. So basically, James Charles announced that he was going on tour, and it was called the Sisters Tour. First of all, cringe. So here are the ticket prices. Remaining house, $60. VIP package, $112. VIP plus package, $277. Sisters VIP package, $551. Now, as you can tell, people are probably confused because we're like, James, You have no
$500 to meet James Charles 2 years ago? Damn, okay, fuck.
talent and nothing that you can bring on tour.
Oh my god, why do I keep using this? It's a video of James.
Makeup artists thinking they're worth $250 to see them painting their face on stage like they're about to perform at the circus. They've ruined the value of true performance art. Normally as a YouTuber you would defend your community, but I think whenever someone exploits to the point where even the media are turning on the rest of YouTubers, like the media are going crazy at YouTubers saying they're exploiting their audience for tours and stuff like this, and hold on, we'll get to that. So excusing the fact that fans were complaining, tweeting to James about the ticket prices and he was blocking them on Twitter to shut them up.
He still does that in 2021.
We're gonna skip past that, but that happened. So James tweeted, I'm currently talking to my team about the ticket prices. I understand the frustration and want everyone to be able to attend, but please understand that it is very expensive to drive across the country with an entire team of tour staff.
He was such bullshitting. Celebrities do it flying across the world. It's cheaper.
Ticket prices as affordable as possible.
He just wants fans to pay a lot of money. Completely forgot he did this.
I want to say thank you, but please remember there's a huge team and company working hard for this tour that have to be paid and have to make a profit as a business.
He literally just went on stage and danced.
Everything from James Charles is about fucking profit, fucking money, everything.
True.
That's why I do not like him. You can't say you're going on a tour for fun and then be like, oh, and for profit. Like, fuck you. So for all you sisters VIP, which is $500 plus taxes and fees. Okay. Literally the best way to experience the Sisters tour is this limited edition Sisters VIP ticket.
Oh, it's so awful.
With exclusive
So
access to
exploitative.
Sisters only hangout with James, a one-to-one meeting photo opportunity with James, an exclusive Sisters goodie bag, and a VIP laminate hand signed by James. Oh my god. You do not want to miss it. We certainly don't, James. You'll also receive the
Why am I laughing at myself?
to see James Charles live. Wow. I don't know about you, but I was sold. I kind of want to buy Sisters VIP. Do you? What's included? Exclusive hangout with James and the other Sister VIPs. Yes. Just what I wanted. One-on-one photo opportunity.
Stop, I'm kind of funny.
VIP goodie bag. Early access to merchandise. Oh my god, just what I wanted. Guaranteed front of the audience seats. Wow. But don't worry, there's still something left. An exclusive autographed tour laminate. Yes. It's almost as if you're just giving the $500 and he's giving it back to you. Wow, James, you're so considerate. Thank you for the fucking laminate. I want to address the media now, basically saying that YouTubers always exploit their audiences on tour, and I'm just going to bring you to my girl Colleen. My girl Colleen Ballinger has been touring for over 10 years and has always had reasonable prices and always puts on one hell of a show. Now, Colleen is going on tour again this summer, and these are her prices. So ticket pricing is $38 and VIP is $78.
Can't wait
so
to go.
what's included in Colleen's VIP is that she'll do a Q&A, so she'll come out, talk to the audience, ask questions, Q&A for like 30 to 50 minutes before the meet and greet.
This was just like a promotion.
And then she'll meet every single person. No, it's not a
Why
group
is
photo
this
you
like a
get with her.
promotion?
You get
Why is it like... I remember why. Oh my god, I remember why. Wait, I want to tell you something, but you can't tell anyone. Okay, I won't go in this much, but you can't tell anyone. I shouldn't say this. Would I get in trouble for saying that? Okay. I remember when this was going down, let me put my camera over it. I remember when this was going down, I was talking to Colleen on text about this, and she was like doing collabs with James at this time, whatever. And I remember it was during the Sisters tour controversy, and I remember she was texting me about her prices and stuff, and she was like, I do this for this amount of money, I do this for this, I meet everyone within this amount of money. And it was like whenever she was like, oh, like whenever I do a tour next, like I'll get you tickets and you and your family can come out for free or whatever. And she's like, but I do this for free and no one ever talks about it, and no one. And then I was like, oh, I'm doing a video, and she was like, well, here's my new prices. I was like, it didn't make sense why I put it such a prominent like ad. Now I remember. Okay, you can't tell anyone. Well, that's what happened.
single photos with her. So none of this we're gonna get all the sisters in one photo so we can knock you all out, you know? That's not what she does. And my last thing that I'm gonna talk about is the Sister Squad. Now the Sister Squad was like a group of friends, YouTube friends, so you know, they're not really real. Of Emma Chamberlain, love her.
Love her still.
and Ethan Dolan. So it was a group with James, Ethan, Grayson, and Emma. Now they would make videos together and do all this shit, and I'm not gonna lie, I thought the Sister Squad was kind of weird, and I always knew it was going to end because it seemed like James was just there to make a video with them, and in every video that he would do, he would have to flaunt his success and money in some way, and first of all, those kind of friends, drop them. And I'm not going to dwell on this much, but they basically haven't been seen as a group in a long time. But Ethan, Emma, and Grayson are still
so
friends.
weird. This was before the tea on Sister Squad started coming out.
James is the only one who seems to be the lying issue in all this.
True.
So anyway, because of all the allegations against him, with him going after straight men, and even Taddy confirming it, do you really blame Grayson, who James would always pray after as a friend, for breaking off that friendship? Like, we don't know what happened, but my opinion stands that I feel like something happened between Grayson and James, with James's ways, and that ended that friendship. I mean, is it really the craziest thing to think? So, I don't know. What do you think about that? Please comment that below, because I haven't seen many people talking about that. And finally, the thing
What's interesting is, like, back then, I obviously was like, oh, like, I think this happened between them. What do you think? Like, now having, like, a platform, like, I would never say, like, insinuate, you know, something like that with, and be like, what's your opinion of it? But I mean, no one was watching. It's just the
frustrating part about how you really don't know any of these YouTubers, because even I'm so buzzed in and alert with YouTube drama and stuff like this, but even
2 years later, baby,
after like 2 of his scandals, was able to forgive him because of his manipulative ways. I even have a video on my channel copying one of his tutorials. Okay, so as you can see, he's doing the winged liner, and
oh my god, Jesus Christ!
Tried that before.
I look fucking awful here.
And we're gonna see how this works. Okay, it's like a felt tip pen. What the?
Jesus.
I mean, it could be so much worse. Okay, honestly, at this point,
I'm so glad my content changed.
I'm just gonna pretend that I do know what I'm doing so that you continue watching. After, like, a lot of things happened with him the first time, because he has a way of just making his audience feel like it was his fault. And you see,
we're seeing that to this day, victimizing himself.
At this point has cotton on, and that's why he's getting no at this point. So now I'm watching that video back, like, what was I thinking? I was just feeding into his world and his bullshit and his lies, and
still happens.
Can we just start a trend where we can have unproblematic YouTubers take off? And
2 years later, and I'm still trying.
YouTubers that cling on to drama because they're not good at their field. But if you're gonna be a makeup artist YouTube channel, maybe focus on makeup if that's what you're actually good at, and you don't have to rely on drama to get views. So anyways, I love you guys. I wanted to make this video because a lot of people in the community are speaking up against James as well, and I feel like whenever it gets to a certain point, you can't continue to exploit your audience and just continue to be forgiven again, because it's gotten to the point now where I know the audience just can't sit in silence, and I'm not gonna. I'm very outspoken, whether that doesn't benefit me or benefits me. You know what? I don't care.
6,000 views, it didn't really do either or.
I think what he's doing is wrong, and I don't think he's a good person. So, bye, sisters.
Oh my god. This was a sub count. Wow. Wow. Okay. I don't really think there was anything that aged that well. I mean, there was one part, but I mean, like the James stuff, like, I think it was pretty, like, spot on. Which is surprising, because I genuinely did not know anything about any of that world, you know, before it. And even the stuff that, like, didn't age as well as others, like, it's coming around again, you know what I mean? That's super interesting. I want to know what your opinion is. Thank you for watching this little extra video. I was going to do this anyway, watching it back, and I thought I would do it on camera with you. So, if you watch this extra little video, thank you so much. It's interesting. It's 2 years later. Damn, 2 years. Fuck. Well, anyway, bye, sister.